Or Toy Story movies, right? What is up, guys? Welcome back to Kids, and today we're going to be ranking all four of the Toy Story movies from worst to best. And starting with number 4, it's Toy Story 3. Now, I guess I like this film in the sense that, everyone was in it. I mean, in Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 4, we didn't have everyone, but in Toy Story 3, everyone was there because they were all going somewhere different, and I guess that's good because they feel very united there. But the thing I don't like is that it's the darkest Toy Story movie. Literally, Lotso Bear is probably the most thought out villain that Pixar has ever made. But he's just if we look back on Al and the Prospector in Toy Story 2, Sid, and then even Gabby in Toy Story 4, they don't feel really as villainish when we compare them to Lotso. When we compare them to Lotso, they just actually feel weak. And remember, this is just my opinion. You don't necessarily have to agree. And next one, it's the first Toy Story movie. Now, I know probably a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this. A lot of people would say the first Toy Story movie was their favorite, but I actually was not a fan of this one. I feel like it could have been written way better if they just sort of didn't have Buzz and Woody insulting each other for an hour and 20 minutes until they can put aside their differences. And I feel like that's why I don't necessarily like this one as much as 2 and 4. But I'll give it one thing. It beat 3 by $1,000,000. But, I mean, Buzz was sort of funny fooling around. I don't know what to say otherwise about this film. Okay, and going to our next one, number 2, it's Toy Story 4. Now, I very much like this film. I feel like they put a lot of attention into writing it, but there's a thing I don't like. I feel like they didn't have enough of Buzz in it. I mean, that's probably because they focus on Woody and Bo, and aside from that, Forky. And because they did that, I feel it it's like that sort of just puts a small disappointment in the movie, shall we say. But other than that, it's just really good. I mean, I know most people thought the Bensons were as scary as ever, but I actually thought they weren't that scary. And I actually thought it was funny when one time throughout the movie, I don't necessarily remember when, one of the Benson guys just clutched his teeth, and I thought that was a little funny. It was almost like a greeting for Woody. And so yeah, I think it was a good film. But then again, I'm gonna name something else. It sort of got new toys in there, and it sort of focused on those. I mean, that sort of feels like some Toy Story short they would make called Other Toy Stories. I mean, leave the gang at number 3 and then just make a movie about other toys. But of course, I would hate if they did that. Thank God they didn't. But that's the one thing about Toy Story 4 they don't really like, aside from Buzz not really being in there. Otherwise, it was really hilarious, and I found Forky just doggone hilarious. And then coming to my all-time number one favorite, I'm gonna get a lot of hates on this, but my favorite is actually Toy Story 2. And I love this film simply because I feel like everyone is just together, they're having a good time, and at this point we don't have this smart alecky Bo Peep, which we would see later, which I'm so happy about. Of course Forky's not in here. This is before Andy leaves, which boom. I feel like it's really good because they wrote it fantastically. It just couldn't be better. Al is sort of a perfect villain. The Chicken Man. and and I mean, like, he's not as scary as Lotso. He's more entertaining than Sid. He's not as apologetic as Gabby, which is why I feel like Al is the perfect Toy Story villain. And then the Prospector is almost like Lotso, but not yet as bad as Lotso. So I feel like this is the perfect Toy Story movie. Everyone was together having a good time. It was just great. And it was a good place to continue off once they ended the first Toy Story movie. Alright, guys, that's just my ranking. Leave yours in the comments section below. I'd really love to see it. Remember, this isn't necessarily right. It's just my ranking. So, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a great day. Bye.